So here are my tools. So I've got paw trimmer, bull cap, more pointed one, thinners. I've got the Dremel just in case she needs her nails, and I've got a slightly thicker clipper as well. So purpose of this is to basically check the paws, just holding on to her, letting her go to see if she's okay with getting her paws held. Good girl. Before continuing now, I'm just going to check over all of the pads, how good we feel. And as you can see, there's hair. This is going to make her slip on the floor, so we need to get this cleared away, okay? She could be doing with a wee bit of moisturiser, paw balm, so from the tutorial that I showed you earlier. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can manually cut as so, or you can use the trimmer, and it's whichever is easier for you and whichever the dog will tolerate. Okay. There you go, clever girl. Good girl. So she probably doesn't tolerate that as well as the clipper. So if we take, I'll show you this as well. I'm working with what she'll give me. Okay. Again, I'm just taking away the tufts. She's like the Grinch. She's got the Grinch feet. Okay, making sure that the no pads are going in the firing line. Okay. Again, I'm checking the pads, making sure they're clear, feeling them. Nothing wrong with them, just slightly dry. Nails are short, they're fine. So then I'm going to take my bull cap. I'm just going to cut, making sure that they're away from the pads, okay? Clever girl. And then I'll just move to the next one. You could opt for doing that as well if you wanted to, but that's not going to take as much off. You're better just going for remember just making sure you know where the pads are and good girl. Moving Lola out the way. As you can see, Nala's just lying there sleeping, letting me do everything. Our doggies are getting a wee bit jealous. Now she's in molting season as well, so as you can see her coat's coming out. Over dead coat. But we're not talking about this today, we're just cleaning up the paws. And the hocks. Okay. So I would say that this smaller one is more suitable for smaller paws, or if there was any kind of tangles, little knots that we need to get out, then that would be a good alternative. But I think Nala's going to need a bigger clipper just to get the bulk of this off. Okay, and it's going to really help her with her stance in the home. You've got wooden flooring, for example. It's going to really help. You're not going digging right in either. You're just getting just all the kind of excess away, so you can see that beautiful wee teddy bear body. Okay. And then what we'll finish with is the paw balms. And if there's any that you can't really get with the clipper, again just using your scissors, making sure all of those, so you're wanting your 1, 2, 3, 4 digits clear, and then your main digit as well. And then you just style around the foot, and you can bring up the tufts between the toes if you really want to, and just take the bulk of that away as well. Always with delay, okay, as if you can. I mean, you can do it this way, but it's going to be a wee bit kind of more uneven, so we're just taking all the kind of excess tufts from the coat. You would really want to brush this out as well, so I'm going to go and do that. Now that's just one paw, guys, and I'm going to use this slicker. I'm going to try this for a change. Okay, And as you can see from this line here, we're going to follow it all the way up to a kind of angle. Okay. And as you can see, following it up. There we go. Fingers. We're just going to gently dab. Okay. Gently dab. There you go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to gently okay. Now we're going to do this one. Just get our tail out of the way. Okay. And we'll just brush through. And then we're just going to give it a wee hold. Anything abnormal can't see. It's all this here again, okay? So we're just going to take the bulk of it off. Okay, Canella. Get on. Okay, get on. And then we're going to just brush out the hawk. Okay. Get on. And if there's anything at all between the toes, we can straighten that out too. Okay. And we're checking the nails as well. Again, probably could do with a wee Dremel here, but they're all very short. But that needs Dremeled. So does mine, apparently. Okay, but we're going to do the hawks first. We're going to do everything that's low stress first. I'm going to predict that the Dremel is going to be slightly different in terms of tolerance. Okay, it's going to be a wee bit more invasive. So we're setting the line again. So we're going to go in and that, just to your preference really. Okay. Just setting that line. And you could come down this way if you wanted to. Again, I'm going to use this one. Beautiful. Very thick hocks. And she is a Tibetan Mastiff. Very thick hocks. I need actually a thumb thing on this because it's too big for my thumb. And hopefully you can still see this, guys. I can bulk it down ever so slightly by using my scissors. Okay. Okay. And then again we're going to use these paw balms. And we're going to dab, dab, dab. Don't go up, go down, okay? Just with, again, the growth of the pads. And you can see this is still sticking out, so I'm going to get that more. Okay. There we go. I'm going to use the and I love these because they're capped. I'm just parting the coat. Okay, that's 2 paws done. Gonna just ever so slightly. Nell's got hip dysplasia. You can see the kind of kinks in her coat. Okay, so as you can see, huge overgrowth there. So I'm going to get these ones, very careful with the point. Okay, and I'm going to out the way. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to get this. Okay. Again, you can see this bit here. Okay. Probably need that straight in. Shoe. Shoe. Yeah. Just take that away and clear all that around there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to move all this out of the way and I'm going to get this here, okay? So, holding on to the root, and I'm just gently. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's start at a bit of time with this one, just because it's so thick. All this is going to come off probably with the molt. And she's been spayed. She was spayed way too early. That was down to my ignorance at the time, unfortunately. And as a result of this, her coat texture just went pot, unfortunately. And it's always been this kind of sheep's woolly consistency, which makes it really, really hard to groom. It kind of looks bad as a groomer as well. But I've learned over the years with Nala that you have to wait till her coat's ready to fall. So while other Tibetan Mastiffs have probably already blown half of their coat, hers just won't. It'll wait to the very last minute of the molting season, and then it'll finally be ready to release, and that's when you do all of the bulk of the grooming. I could try and pull out a lot of her coat right now, but it would just be uncomfortable for her and it would be strenuous for me, so it's a lot of wasted time on a coat that's not ready to come out. You can see the areas of her coat that are ready to come out, but again, it's like saving yourself a lot of work until the whole coat's ready. And once she stands up, and that's up to her when she wants to stand up, but when she stands up, I can then even out the hocks and the feathers kind of as she stands. I'm not going to force her to. Nala's quite happy just sitting here. Wow, I'm getting blinded here. And I'm quite happy to let her do that for this low stress session. And the thing is, this is all very positive. So this is grooming, allo grooming behaviours as well, because it's calming for her. There's no stress involved in it. This is what, you know, animals do to one another as they're basking. So it's all very low stress, and that's the whole point of holistic grooming, or certainly my holistic grooming protocol. It's to do with unleashing the natural therapy aspect of bonding through grooming and the benefits that has to the animal-human bond. Okay, so I'm looking at her paws here again. Her nails are fine, absolutely fine. The only one, like I say, is in this back paw here, but we'll get that last because I do suspect she'll probably not like the Dremel. Another interesting thing is that obviously we recommend that you always check the nails on a regular basis to make sure there's no splinters, there's no overgrowth, there's no curled and punctured pads, all of the kind of normal things. What's curious about Nala is she's never needed a nail trim. So probably 1 in a million dogs will never need a nail trim, but there are exceptions to the rule, and Nala fortunately has never needed a nail trim, and I think it's down to the fact we have walked our dogs you know, over the years quite well. So they're big dogs, mountain breeds, and they've been walked plenty. But as you can see from here and here, the difference between the paws now being done and the paws haven't been done are quite significant. But overall, these first 3 that we have done are nice and clear. There's a wee bit of hair on them, obviously from shaving them. As you can see, like, there's a big bit that we've missed here, so I'm going to just get at that now while she's sitting there. Because we're looking out for grass seeds. These are very blunt. These are actually ones that I would give kind of pre-bath, just a wee trim. But they're alright for this, kind of the purposes of this. Again, you could feather this all in and make it, if you can see like the difference, you could really start to shape it in, make it. I love double coats. They are definitely my favourite type of coat to maintain. But yeah, again, I've just taken it. You don't have to worry about doing this, it's just me. If you find that your scissors that you've picked are falling down your thumb, you might need to get something to pad it, to make it sit at the tip of your thumb, okay? But in the meantime, just try and watch your technique. So here, again, I'm just going to bulk this down ever so slightly. Like I say, this is molten coat. It's not quite ready to go yet, but this is all going to go in the next few weeks, ready for summertime. So this one here could be Dremeled, probably actually could be clipped. It's a bit brittle, as you can see, it's breaking a wee bit. She is an older dog as well, so we will be getting the Dremel on this in a minute. And again, with these ones, this is your dew claw, you would need to hold on to the nail so that it doesn't spin off like that, okay? So you'd be holding on to secure it before you Dremeled it, just to save it pivoting, alright? But we're going to just get this done now. Hello, little ant. So we're just going to get the bulk of it off. Good girl. And if you have got a bad back or whatever, just taking breaks as well. In between doing paws. I'm doing it in a one go. But again, I'm on concrete now, so I couldn't have done this on concrete, all 4 of them. We're just tidying up all those stray hairs. Okay. And obviously, if you are better holding on to the pads to stop you from definitely trimming onto them, then that's how you do it. But if you're quite confident, then if you've got a very cooperative dog like Nala as well, you're not going to you know, have issues. But if you've got a dog with sensitive tootsies, you're going to have to work at desensitising them to this, and you could distract them with a really high value chew. That being said, they'll want to use their paws most likely for a chew, so just being aware of that. They'll be fighting against you, so maybe not a chew, maybe a licky mat, something that doesn't require the paws. As you see, I'm going with against the grain, sorry, this time. But again, you could, if you can work your wrists. If you've got bad carpal tunnel, not an option. If you're quite flexible like me, you probably could. Okay, try not manipulate the paws too much, because you might strain the dog's paws. Okay, so just trying to keep it. Remember as well, you've got this carpal here. This is your brake pads almost. So be careful not to trim anything there. as in don't trim the pad. That would be painful. Okay, but again, you can trim around here. Just keep that clear. I'm just going to knock off that man. Right, and then I'm just going to use the trimmers again. And I'm going to be using the same tool from the Dremel in a wee minute. And it's keeping us all out the way. Where's that teddy bear? Okay. And Honey's eating the it's just one of those things, isn't it? There you go, good kiddo. Okay, so this is her all done in terms of keeping the paws. I just need to put the balm on this paw here. Hopefully she'll let me do that. Now I'm changing over this nozzle and I'm putting on the Dremel. Okay, I'm going to see this back one. Hey, and I'm going to put it on first at a distance, very, very quiet, as you can hear. And I'm just going to get the nail and I'm going to hold on to it. Okay, and I just show you. Just holding on to the digit, as you can see. And I'm just together. It's just yeah, that's it. All smoothed over. Okay. So yeah, that is the paw maintenance. Okay. This one could probably, and you will probably come back and forth and kind of footering around as long as, you know, as you kind of look. Good girl. Honey. Whew. Okay, but that's it.